Breaking news now as tensions remain high in Baltimore. We have a look back at the timeline of the riots over there. They started at 3 p.m. at Mondawmin Mall. Riots breaking out shortly after the funeral of Freddie Gray, who died while in police custody. Around 7 p.m., the governor declared a state of emergency and activated the National Guard. At 11 p.m., Gray's family and the family's lawyer held a news conference urging people to stop the rioting.
Right now, though, the fire crews hard at work putting out multiple fires overnight in the city. Multiple buildings and businesses were damaged from the looting. John Gonzalez is live in Baltimore with more on what is happening this morning. John.
Autria, they are putting out multiple fires from this morning and also surveying the fires from yesterday. This one right here, one of the larger ones. We've been driving around surveying all the damage, and this one of the bigger locations as far as damage. We are on West Franklin Street. This is the CVS that was looted yesterday afternoon and then was burned. We can tell you that fire investigators are now going through this building, sifting through, and at this point they're just documenting all of the damage at each location, and it really is quite overwhelming, quite amazing to see just all of the damage. You can see it. Michael, if you can get in as close as you can, be very careful. A lot of glass here under us, guys. It's just extraordinary to see in just such a short amount of time the amount of destruction that is now left behind here in West Baltimore. Again, this is the CVS where you saw a lot of folks looting, pulling out the pills and all the prescription drugs from the pharmacy. And you can see Baltimore City Police, our fire, are inside right now surveying, documenting all of the damage. This is 18 hours now since all of this started. And of course, we now know it's been well documented that at least 15 police officers were wounded, at least half of them seriously injured, many of them taken to shock trauma. And a lot of folks this morning we've been talking to are just absolutely heartbroken. We spoke to a couple of folks over at the last spot where we were, where police are continuing to hold that police line over on West North Avenue, and people doing their best to clean themselves. Street sweepers are going through the area, but residents say that they felt compelled to come out and try to clean as best as they can. But situations like this CVS, well, they are off limits to the public, as city crews are now going through, sifting through, trying to figure out exactly how to restore any of this, if that is even possible at all. But the amount of damage throughout the city from east to west, Autria, is widespread, and in some locations it is hard to believe. Back to you inside.